I want to give a floor to our next participant coming from Greece. I want to say hi to Elizabeth Pavlitsa, who is the product service and network director at the Institute of Entrepreneurship and Development, and she will share more with us about a fantastic platform called EUcalls, and I'm sure it will be quite useful for all of our audience. Hi, great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you for the invitation. We are happy to be here. Allow me to share the screen. Good. Can you see my screen?
Yes, you can go.
Wonderful. So we will start with the EUcalls, that is a smart compass for achieving EU funding and partnership goals. Through EUcalls, you will find everything that you need to know about how to start an EU funding journey, build, of course, successful partnerships, and achieve your goals and create positive impact for your organization. EUcalls can be your smart ally. It's a smart, innovative platform that can guide you around EU funding opportunities and partnerships. It was built for simplicity and time saving, and you can keep track about open calls for different business types and simplify its details in order to create a more an easier declaration of interest for specific calls. And moreover, it creates a fertile ground for potential partners to increase their visibility through their platform and, of course, to build a strong consortium. Here you can see our network of our ecosystem of partners with more than 7,600 partners from different countries and different continents. And you can be a step ahead and find your future partners. EUcalls, moreover, is a place where you can find everything from a great variety of calls from different EU programs and third-party grants. You can find different funding choices. And of course, we have a personalized matching environment where you can get recommendations according to the needs. And in case that you are interested in different calls and many calls, you can declare your interest and you can choose and you can create your own database of choices. And of course, is a spotlight for all users as through the profile, you can be witnessed and respond to by other partners. And how you can start working more effectively is by discovering the right funding opportunity. You can search, filter the list of active calls, you can set up your funding targets, and get matched calls based on your needs. But of course, with the calls, you will need a trusted EU partner. You can use the up-to-date directory of partners, create your own network of preferred profiles, and get matched with partners that are suitable for specific calls. And moreover, for a specific call, you will need a research idea, an innovative idea, where you can create your private public concept note for the call, invite partners, and save your idea, and of course, start a conversation and a new collaboration with new partners. EUcalls is a place as well where you can stand out and you can boost your profile's visibility. You can let your profile to be witnessed by filling all the needed information and of course by providing all the information about the sectors that you're focused on, and you can highlight your work in order for other partners to see you and identify the right partner, of course. And how you can do that? You have to fill all the information about your organization expertise. You have to add, and you can add all the links about website and social media. You can communicate your experience in EU funding programs by mentioning the projects that you have already participated. Benefit from the personalized matching environment to easily discover open calls close to your characteristics and needs. And And moreover, with EU trusted and partners, you have to find the right open calls for your proposals. And EUcalls is a place where you have all the EU calls and the European calls in your fingerprints, because you can discover active calls for proposals issued by European Commission or any other calls that are open at this time. And you can browse the latest calls from different sources, from more than 80 all in one place. You can filter the available calls depending on your preferences, and you can let the smart algorithm match you and get you selected results based on your experience. And the networking is a great and important thing, and you can connect with reliable project partners. You can meet, you can work with specialists in EU game, and you can search with filters according to your preferences and needs and expertise. And of course, you can find the right sector-specific experts according to your needs to collaborate with. What is the steps that you can take is you can search for potential partners, and instantly you can view their profile in order to learn more about them. You can start winning collaborations with reliable partners interested in the same goal as for proposal issue, and you can create your own network of partners by following the profiles of your interest, and of course you can contact them directly. Last but not least, it's the idea pod. It's a space where you can share and discover bright project ideas. No one wants to waste an inspired idea. So for this reason, we have created the idea pod, where someone can publish their ideas or concept notes for a fruitful project idea. You can manage, develop, or transform this idea to a proposal. And of course, your idea can be witnessed by other partners, and you can start working on this idea together. How you can do all that? You can create the idea based on a specific goal. You can search for innovative. You can search for either innovative ideas in EUcalls from other users. You identify the right one, you can ask to join. And of course, once you create you can invite others, and you can review the request of your idea, accept or deny them. Some partners that they trust us. Here you can find all the emails that you can contact us, and of course our social media where you can find us as well. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It's really interesting platform. Thank you to bring this knowledge to us. I'm sure that a lot of companies will actually use it, because we are right now trying to showing that it's not so scary to trying, and of course to be part of European project. And such a platform actually, I believe, it's the strong and the right direction to point the companies and organizations that are willing, of course, to participate next to the European programs. And right now, it's a great pleasure for me to say hi to Maria Pournari, who is the Managing Director of Health Hub in Institute of Entrepreneurship Development. Hi, Maria. Pleasure to see you again. On different stages, but still the same fantastic experience. Yeah.
Great to see you, Christina. Great to see you. And thanks for your presentation as well. It's every time, even though we have discussed multiple times, every time I gain new knowledge from whatever you present. So thank you. Thanks also to Gergana. Thank you to Theodora and to everyone who organized this event. I have been quite active today, and the majority of the presentations that I attended were very, very interesting. And I hope fruitful collaborations come out of this. So I shall share my screen, and today I will talk to you about Health Hub. Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, give me 1 second. Share.
Yes, we can see.
Maybe now. Perfect. So Health Hub, it's all about the European Commission here and the digital program, basically. So the European Commission found out, I mean, they understood the gap that there is in digital transition in the European Union, across the European Union. So there was this call about establishing European digital innovation hubs. Therefore, we, and when I say we, I represent the Institute of Entrepreneurship Development together with Elisabeth, and we coordinate this initiative. So Health Hub is a European digital innovation hub focusing on healthcare and pharmaceutical industry transformation through AI digital services. What does Health Hub do? It acts as a reference point of digital health at national and EU level. And the mission is to act as a one-stop shop to provide SMEs with services towards the green and digital transition, and help both SMEs, mid-caps and the public sector boost their outreach, precision, innovation and networking efforts in this journey. Here I put this slide because, as I mentioned, the Health Hub came out of a European Commission call. So it's all about the consortium. We are a consortium of 26 partners. As you can see here, we cover more or less 50% of the Greek territory. So as far as reach out is concerned, we're pretty good at it. Here I put some of the networks we're proud members of, and I would like to make special mention to the ECH Alliance, IoT Network, the Enterprise Europe Network, and EIT Health as well. Here I have some numbers. I mean, the goal is to help more than 2,000 health and pharmaceutical organizations through our services, to reach out to 1 million potential end users of our services and products, and to, at the end of the day, to actually support more than 100 SMEs, startups, mid-caps, and entities of the public sector in this digital journey. As you can see in the two circles, in the middle of them, you can find Health Hub, and then we have in the first circle the Competence Center, which also focuses on health, and EED, our institute, also coordinates this. Then, of course, we have the cooperatives and communities, and the broader circle with even more actors like universities, public bodies, of course, business support organizations, the government. We have the written and actual partnership with the ministries of health and digital policy here in Greece. Of course, with VCs, unfortunately, not many of them are present in Greece. However, we cooperate with international ones and European ones, agencies, research organizations, and startups. The target groups, I will go through them very quickly. Apparently, everything that has to do with healthcare providers and the health sector, like rehabilitation centers, diagnostic centers, pharmaceutical companies, of course, hospitals, medical associations, health tech companies, and then on an individual basis, we have the doctors, the healthcare practitioners, and of course, entrepreneurs and small business leaders. The Health Hub and all such hubs focus and provide services under four main categories. Test before invest. So an SME or a company can come to us, they can try what they want to buy. So basically, they do not invest unless they are convinced that this investment will give them practically something. Skills and trainings, already set up trainings, and of course tailor-made trainings based on the needs of each company. Support to find investments, either concerning EU investments or private funding, and of course innovation ecosystems and networking, where we act as a facilitator to bring together research, industry, business, and the public sector. Here I have put some indicative services under each category that we offer as a Health Hub. I will go through them very quickly since all presentations will be shared after the event. So here it will be mostly about, the basis will be awareness raising on how AI can transform healthcare. Then we shall have some pooling, assessment, and exploitation of medical pharma data. Of course, digital maturity assessment, some demonstration activities, and then some digital health solutions which focus on, for example, access to small prototyping production facilities, in silico clinical trials, open and secure access to health data and algorithms, medical cloud platform, and whatever else helps interoperability. Skills and training, we have an open platform for training initiatives in digital health and a job repository. Then we shall offer MOOCs, massive online, open online courses concerning digital health technologies with the use of VR and AR. Accredited training and skilling or reskilling of the healthcare workshop, as I mentioned before, virtual hackathons, bootcamps, and of course, access to VR and AR production lab. Here, I would just like to mention very quickly, our headquarters, the Health Hub's quarters, are located here in Larissa, on the mainland of Greece, at the Joist Innovation Park. A 2,000 meter of open co-working spaces, a YouTube arena, VR and AR lab, future learning lab with tens of students, school students, university students, and of course SMEs. We host also startups who are there. So basically, it already acts as an actual hub. Our innovation park. Third category, support to find investments. Here we offer capacity building events for funding opportunities, either EU or national. Of course, assessment on investment readiness, some business models and financial coaching for SME startups, and of course for the public sector, matchmaking events, and consulting and support for the connection and access to new markets. I will come back to this a bit later on about how we act in sub-networks. The last category, the fourth category, is about innovation ecosystem and networking. Here, what we offer is innovation mapping and technology scouting, innovation management capacity building services. Of course, the health tech watch, because in order to produce something new, we need to know what already is out there and make actual use of it. Open innovation days and innovation procurement broker in the field of health. Here I would like to mention that it was of very high importance for the European Commission, and it was something like a prerequisite for all such hubs to participate in sub-networks which the European Commission named corridors of collaboration. I'm happy because we got to lead one such corridor, the AI Health Corridor, with the company, the small frames that you see here, the logos are of other European digital innovation hubs, which all focus on health together with AI, cybersecurity, and high-performance computing, because of course none of us can cover everything. So the whole idea is for us to collaborate, to co-develop services, and of course what we are going to do as Health Hub is to act also as brokers, either for services, products, and tools that other companies and of course other hubs have already developed and can provide to our customers. Here is another sub-network, another corridor of collaboration we are part of, the EIT Health EDIX network. And last, we also participate in the North-South Logistics Corridor, because at the end of the day, it's all about logistics. Here, I would like to mention how you could collaborate with us. We could act as a satellite of your company or institution or your entity here in Greece. Second, we have a very strong focus on all European funded calls. I mentioned here Horizon Europe programs because it's the biggest bouquet of calls given by the European Commission. And you understand that our institute focuses very much on this, and this is why we also established the EUcalls platform. A third way would be to participate in the Health Hub's advisory board. As Christina mentioned, the Nordics have always been a bit more advanced, if I may say, so it would be our pleasure to discuss this collaboration opportunity as well with you. Fourth, we would like to collaborate as well with entities as far as big data, AI, precision medicine, and cybersecurity is concerned. And last but not least, it's all about networking, partnerships, and exchange of knowledge. So I will take this chance to thank you again for having us here today, and I hope that something fruitful and effective comes out of this. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you, Maria. Actually, it's I want to congratulate you and your team for your amazing job. I know that you are some like an engine of those fantastic initiatives, especially dedicated to digital innovation hubs from Bulgarian side. We are pleased as a quizzer to be part of all of them. I hope so.
Yes,
And
yes.
for me personally, for first time when I heard about the corridor idea of the digital innovation hubs, I imagine how one company actually who is having a very good practical digital health solution, for example, could very fast making this proof of concept in all these countries. Is it correct? And can
Yes.
you please share more practical part of these corridors?
This is the concept, this is the whole concept about it. And until now, I mean, the 22nd of February was the deadline to submit this call for proposals. I would like to mention here that we have decided to go for it. I mean, we're going to be operational even if we get the Commission's funding, either not. So for us, it's a one-way trip, if I may say. So, for example, if someone has a testbed facility in Finland and we do not, or if their testbed facility is better, we shall we shall direct our clients and, for example, our corridors clients towards there. So this way, I imagine what this would mean, because if each of us, let's say in our corridor, for example, we have 14 members from 12 countries. So let's say that each partner brings one company. This would mean that 14 companies would go towards a hub, would go to a country, and then exchange practical knowledge here. This will also take place as far as AI is concerned, as far as cybersecurity is concerned. This could involve and will involve clinical trials, of course. And something which is the most tangible for the time being, we had many collaboration opportunities under open calls as well. So we saw many effective schemes, if I may call them. So we worked closely, and we worked in a very effective way to submit successful, hopefully, proposals. So yeah, it looks like it works.
Yeah, and actually it's open for the new members and
Always.
who wanted to be part of this fantastic network, because we strongly believe that this could be European Union in the future, a huge network of companies, organizations that are adding their value to the process of innovation. Okay, Elizabeth, I have a question for you also. I know that the Institute of Entrepreneurship Development having a great result and achievement when it comes to success ratio next to Horizon programs, the Horizon 2020, Horizon Europe, etc. The platform seems really amazing and useful. And actually, as a national point of contact, you are cutting part of my job, so thank you. I will have some free time. But I'm curious, from your point of view, what are the major obstacles that the organization, especially the entrepreneurs, SMEs, are facing when they are trying to achieve projects from European Union, from Horizon? Elizabeth, we can't hear you. Probably the mic is off.
No, not yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Wonderful. What I was saying that the main obstacle right now from enterprise and SMEs is that many of them, they don't know about European funding and they don't know how to use it properly. This gap is where EUcalls can help them, because we want from SMEs, enterprise organizations in general, that they don't know about European funding to learn about it, to get in touch with other partners that they have some experience, and to get into this EU funding game journey, as I can say it. So this is the main obstacle. After that is, okay, they found the goal, but is what next? This what next is very important, and we are there for them to help them. And it's one of our aim to educate these enterprises, these organizations, in order to learn through their experience about how they can participate and fully participate in European funding opportunities.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Ali, Lucy, I have some question for you. For us, it's really interesting always how exactly as SMEs, as innovative companies, to understand what exactly the investor wants, because we know that they are both different worlds, let's say so. And from your opinion, from your experience, which can you please share with us 3 really practical advices to the SMEs who are trying to attract investment?
Okay.
Uh,
Yes.
yes, ladies first.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot to share. So the investor, first of all, they want to know what is the return, and then how many times. So if they look at different kind of technology and different kind of product, generally they will say, within 1 year, within 2 years, you get back to me 5 times in return or 7 times in return. Then you, as an entrepreneur, with the idea, you have to know exactly, are you capable to do this? If you cannot even capable to present a plan that you can bring this 5 times or 7 times, then how can you, then this idea is not sustainable.
And the other thing is actually very important, even when we are reviewing the cases in order to invest or capitalize, is actually that it should be very clear that the cost of the development, that the persons that they have put in the development is actually calculated. Many times, especially in the startups, when they are just taking the profit, they are thinking, okay, that is cost of production. We say for a product is 30 euro, and then I sell it to 60 euro, and then there is a margin of 30 euro. And they forget all the effort themselves they do. And by that, they go and promise too much, especially for risk capitalists, because if you are in a stage of that you cannot have the revenue, you are on the base of the concept, it is not a good idea to go to the risk capitalists. Risk capitalist is when you are at the stage of the near production, you have potential customers base, you have the letter of intent, you have something to stand up. Then risk capitalist is okay, because you can get very fast money in and you make it possible for risk capitalists to exit. But if you don't are on that stage, it is the worst strategy to take in a risk capitalist. Instead, you have to find a capitalist or a capital partner that actually can accept your concept as it is. The other part that the startups should consider, especially small companies, is that their estimation of the capital they need is actually only for first year or in order to go to production. Quite often I see the business plans coming from the small companies. They have a prospect of hundreds of millions of euro because there is a population of 100 million people there as a potential customer. And then they calculated and said, okay, I get 100 million of that. That is no issue because I can get 300 million of that. So that is the thing that you should really avoid, because what it costs you in order to have a big margin is that the calculation of development in different stages. That means that if you have a corner investors coming to your company interested in the concept, it should be prepared to pay and capitalize even the next and next stage, instead of you are running to find another people for another stage, because it is the time consuming. Your time should be there in order to develop your concept, not running after the investors. So that is one consideration as well, I think, that is very important for small companies to consider.
Thank you. Very
Exactly.
practical. Maria, I'm curious also, because when we, of course, sharing about the possibilities of digital innovation hubs, which I believe they are the future, because they are actually united academy, municipalities, cluster association, citizen, NGOs. So it's a wild network, regional one, which is acting like a cross-regional and European one. But what is the needed stage of the companies to take advantage on the services in these digital innovation hubs? What are the things that you are searching next to the companies that are applying?
Practically, there is no need. And this is the reason why the digital maturity assessment will take place and everybody will undertake it. For us, it would be great if there is at least an initial level of digital literacy. And I believe that in 2022, in the healthcare sector, we will find an initial digital literacy level. However, I don't know, we're ready for anything. And this is the reason why there is this bouquet of services. And I'm sure that the European Commission thought about it this way. Because, for example, someone could start with a training or with a networking event, and then as soon as they understand what they need and what they're searching for, we could go to the test before invest kind of services. However, we already have seal collaborations with the biggest healthcare providers here in Greece, at least, and with the majority of pharmaceutical companies here in Greece. I mean, there are 47, and with more than half of them, we have already initiated a collaboration. And it was a good surprise to see that their levels of digital literacy were further above medium. So that's it, more or less.
So good job from the ecosystem and
Yes,
awareness.
yes.
Great. Unfortunately, every very interesting and good thing having its natural ending. Thank you to all. I'm sure that we are just discovering a small part of the opportunities between us, how to collaborate, how to gathering together and united behind the innovation that contribute to us, to the humanity. So thank you a lot for this amazing meeting, and I hope to see you soon, everyone. Thank you again.